Hello, hello, and welcome to Playful Prosperity. Thank you for joining me live and, of course, on the replay. Wherever you may be catching this broadcast, let me know you're here so that I can send you some love and answer any questions that you might have about today's broadcast. So for those of you who don't know me, who are just getting to know me, my name is Cindy. I am a quantum numerologist and wealth activator, and I am passionate about the redistribution of wealth on the planet. And I believe that that comes to the hands of the people who give a fuck, the healers, the coaches, the teachers, the impact makers, those of you who are out there trying to make a difference in the world. And I really want to tap into a conversation today about what money really is. It's very easy to get caught up in the story of what we've been taught as a society, that money is this tangible, real thing that moves around in the world. But if you really look at it, if you really pay attention to what money is, most of it's not even something you can hold in your hand. Money's all digital now most of the time. Yes, you can still get cash and currency and coins, but for the most part, your money is digital and it's not actually a physical thing that you can hang on to. So what actually is money? Money is your personal energy reduced to a physical and portable form. That's all. So let's break that down. What the heck does that mean, Cindy? So let's think about that for a minute. You hear me say all the time that everything that you desire in the physical world starts with creating it within your own heart first. So what does that mean? When I talk to people who are struggling with money, who aren't quite sure how to make more money or ask for more money, they don't understand their own value, they're not charging enough for their services, they're not seeing their own worth in the world, this is where I start. Is number one, we've got a money story that's not serving. You've learned something about money throughout your lifetime, probably when you were very young, that you've carried with you for this lifetime or even past lives, that you've learned this idea that's probably false about what money actually is. So we release that old story, and then we need to lean into what actually is money. So money is energy, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but what does that mean? Have you actually sat down for a moment and contemplated what that means? So everything in our experience is energy, everything. When we really break it down, everything is just a reflection of light, and how you perceive that is what we see with our eyes. So when we are generating wealth, when we want to feel more wealthy, more prosperous, more abundant, we start on the inside first. So we close our eyes and we go into our heart and we ask the heart, what does wealth feel like? Now, you may feel an expansion of the heart, this leaping forward. You may feel a really subtle whisper, or you may be really triggered. That's an indication of your own inner wealth and your own inner worth. So understanding and paying attention to what that heart is saying about what wealth is to you is very important. Because if the heart's not on board, it's going to be really hard for you to raise your prices, ask for what you deserve, ask for the sale. It's going to be really difficult. So we first and foremost have to understand, what does wealth feel like to you? And it's going to be different for every single person. It's going to feel different. You're going to have different sensations in the body. You may not feel it in the heart. You may feel it in the pit of the stomach. You may feel it as this pull forward. You may feel it as this huge expansive energy outside of the body. It could be anything. And the only person who will ever know that is you. So I invite you to tap into, what does wealth feel like? And don't just do it once, do it every day. If you want more money, start there. If you want to see a bigger influence in the world with your money, start there. That's where you start. And then the third piece is understanding your relationship with money. So we need to spend time with our money and look at what's going on with our money. We need to develop that relationship. I always teach in some of my trainings that I do when it comes to money is, if you've got a relationship where you don't talk to the person for 6 months, and when they do show up, all you do is bitch and complain, they're not going to want to be around you very much longer. But if this person talks to you every day and you ask them, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's going on with you? How can I support you? Oh my God, I just want to tell you this amazing story that happened to me today, and I'm so excited. That's the relationship that we want to develop with money. I expect my money to show up with roses and chocolate every day. And I run to greet my money at the door, and I welcome my money home, and I make my money comfortable. I don't hoard my money. I don't try to control the money. I think about what can that portable energy that I created, what can that do in the world? So let's bring it back to what I first started with this conversation, is money is your personal energy reduced to a physical and portable form. So when that money comes into your home, when you welcome that money home, think about the relationship. We don't just shove it in a bank account and hold it there and keep it in prison, because what if an emergency happens? You're manifesting an emergency. We think and feel about, how do I want my personal energy to move out into the world in a portable and physical way? How do I want my money to impact the world? What's the why of the buy? Am I going and buying crappy food and crappy drinks and spending money on shit I don't need? Or am I really considering what it is that I'm investing my money into? Am I moving my money out into the world in ways that light me up, that make me feel amazing, that I know are creating impact? When I go to the grocery store and I buy all these healthy foods and this delicious produce and, the healthy foods that I want to nourish my body with, I'm exchanging my portable physical energy, dollars, for that experience of vitality and nutrition. But when I move that money out into the grocery store and I pay for those groceries, I consider the impact. I'm helping to contribute to the families of the people who stock the shelves, of the truck drivers who deliver that nutritious food to the store, of the people who own the store, et cetera, that ripple effect. I'm helping contribute to the education of their children, the nourishment of their children, the ripple effect that goes out when I think about the why behind the buy. So this is the invitation for you, is what are you going to choose to do with your wealth? It's not just about creating all the wealth and then hoarding the wealth. We're not Ebenezer Scrooge. It's about creating the wealth, moving that wealth out into the world to create impact, and then creating more and creating more and creating more, because there is always more, because you are infinite and you can do whatever the fuck you want, but you have to choose. So where will you move your wealth out into the world? How will your wealth impact the world? This is what your personal energy as a physical and portable piece of you can do. It goes to work for you while you're in one place. You can be working at your job. You can be building a coaching business. You can be focused on getting new clients, and your money out there, a representation of your energy, is moving out into the world and creating impact wherever you want it to be. Healthcare systems, educational systems, moving out money to build clean water wells in Africa. I don't care what it is. But what are you moving your wealth into? What are you choosing to impact the world with when it comes to your money? That's the question that I have for you today. I hope that lands. I hope you have an amazing, incredible day. I love you. I believe in you, and I see your power. Bye for now.